Game one in the books, 34-30 loss against the Denver Broncos in the preseason game one. What do we think? What are some of the takeaways? What are some of the reactions? All that and more on this, the No Horsing Around podcast.
Thank you.
Okay, so Colts come up short in preseason game one, 34-30 against the Denver Broncos. But as we all know, it's a preseason game. The final results are kind of meaningless. But what do we think about what we saw? So, I mean, let's go right off the top, right? Anthony Richardson. That's what everyone wanted to see. We knew he was going to play. Didn't play a ton. He didn't play a ton. He played 2 series, was 2 for 4 for 25 yards, right? Rushed the ball once for 1 yard. Of the 4 passes, he had a really good one to Mo Alley Cox. He had one that was a little off, and overall, I mean, he didn't in my opinion play enough in the preseason game for you to really take anything away, except he's healthy, his arm looks good, his shoulder looks good. He ran out of bounds. Shane Steichen talked about that. He ran out of bounds. He didn't take a big hit. Other than that, you're not going to judge it. And I know there are people out there that are like, well, look around the league. Look at Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels and what Will Levis did in his first game. I really don't care what you do in a preseason game unless it's just one of those things where you're like, oh my God, look at this guy. And even then, you're super skeptical, right? I mean, go back to Victor Cruz back in the day. He had a great preseason. Still, you were super skeptical until he put it together, right? So, not overly concerned because I don't think he looked bad. I think he looked what you thought he would. He's not played a game in forever. I mean, you look over kind of the backups. Joe Flacco looked good, in his kind of relief. He didn't throw the ball a ton, and keep an eye. The one that's interesting is Jason Bean, right? Like he's that guy battling for the third string quarterback, right? But could we finally see the end of Sam Ehlinger? I mean, and the thing with Bean is he's more dynamic, kind of like an Anthony Richardson. So, I mean, overall, he looked okay. Jonathan Taylor rushed the ball 2 times, 4 yards. He wasn't in the game much. I think the most memorable thing about Jonathan Taylor in the game was the fact that he was wearing the little sleeve over the Guardian cap on his helmet. And I'm not going to – I could be wrong. He's not going to wear it in the season, I don't think. You heard people talk about on Pat McAfee that the head doctor for the NFL talked about that some of these helmets are testing better than helmets with the Guardian cap on top. I think it's more of a precaution in the preseason for him. It's something that you can eliminate partially, not all the way, by putting that Guardian cap on top. Receiving, it's tough. It's tough to see. It's tough to know. Michael Pittman Jr. didn't even catch a ball. A.D. Mitchell caught 1 for 11. It's a lot of backups. It's hard to take away. I think, and this is just me, I think Nick Cross looked okay. Do I want Justin Simmons? Absolutely. But do I think that Nick Cross looked like a liability? I think on the touchdown, a lot of people got it misconstrued that he was telling Dallas Flowers, who, by the way, he had a horrible game. Got picked on, did not look good. He told him to make the shift. Dallas Flowers didn't. And then Nick Cross tried to make kind of this miracle play that he came close to making, but he couldn't get there. It was too difficult, right? And that resulted in a touchdown. The secondary looked a little rough. Kenny Moore looked good, had probably one of the strangest interceptions I think you're ever going to see in an NFL game, especially a preseason game. So, I mean, overall, I think he played well too. The secondary played well. The defense, it's still Gus Bradley, right? Like Bo Nix looked great. Like Bo Nix dink and dunk down the field, Um, the D line, I think Grover looked good. Obviously, Buckner didn't play, right? We didn't see him. Latu looked the part. Like I called it in the what was it, the bold predictions over the offseason that I think he's gonna have double digit sacks. Um, I didn't see anything. I mean, they double teamed him right out of the gate and he was still getting pressures. I thought he looked really, really good. I was very impressed with him. I thought so. I mean, like I said, I could be wrong, right? Um, I mean, it's preseason, you guys. It's really tough to judge off of it on what they do, how they look, because they don't play enough, right? They don't. Uh, I think it's what it was Micah Abraham, wasn't it? Micah Abraham. Yes, I thought he looked really good. Looked good late. We'll see what he looks like as it progresses, but we know that Ballard has the ability, for the most part, to find some gems in the later rounds. Um, Overall, the biggest takeaway: you came out healthy. That's probably the number one thing that you want to see. And who cares if it's a loss? I don't. I don't want to see my quarterback doing what Will Levis did and lowering his shoulder, trying to get across the goal line in a preseason game. I don't want to see that. So those are my takeaways. They're not hot. They're not like, oh my God, look at all this. It's more of, I mean, it's kind of what you come to expect in the preseason. We're going to see Anthony Richardson then maybe one more time. And then we're not going to see him again until week 1 against the Texans. It is what it is. Preseason is a tough thing to judge, right? So, what are your takeaways? What did you not like? What did you like? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. As always, you guys, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all those great things. Yeah. And as always, you guys, I love you. I know the Colts love you. Football is back in a way, but the season is here. I'm out.